afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane. We're off here to an exciting 1 versus 1 on Semoski. Yes, indeed, Semoski. We shall be watching in the northern half here. Chukonoku fighting for the Wehrmacht for the 2nd Panzer Division here with festering armor, mobile defense, and assault support. Going up versus Sheepe, fighting for the United States of America, rolling out here for the 3rd Armored with Airborne Rifle Company and recon support. Plenty of riflemen are arriving for Sheepe. Doctrine or bulletin-wise, we're looking at infantry and machine guns for both, although with a slight difference here, increased rate of fire here and a faster reload. Only 50 calibers of Sheepe. Fancy. I think. Oh, there's a slight trick in play where you could sort of catwalking. It was actually something that was also possible in the first one, though it's a bit trickier here. But still, seems like Chukonoku's been able to master it. I don't know the specifics myself. Not exactly my realm of affairs. I'm more tactics and strategy. But nonetheless, fuel being secured here. And you can that way sort of immediately move on, though at the same time you note the difference isn't really that much the same. They begin both taking the point at the same time in the end. I don't know. And again, you also had to build, so of course there might be some differences there. Anyways, still I don't know what to particularly say about that. Of course, we can be used early on. Later on, of course, it might cause some problems. 3rd rifle squad there on the way. Grenadiers moving ahead there too so far for Chukonoku. Riflemen moving up. Pioneer moving forwards. Looks like the first engagement will center here in the center of the village. Slow advance there, and there we go. M1 Garand singing out. There's the Grenadiers commander fire. Falling back a bit. Quickly falling into that old wooden house. More Grenadiers following up, and we're only an MG42 arriving. Pretty standard opening there for Chukonoku. 2 Grenadiers, 1 MG42. Point is being secured. Grenadier moving in. First squad there. Poor Dietrich went down. He was a pretty easy target there. More off moving in. They could try and flank around here, or they could just move up here into the cemetery and take up position there, opening up on the right. The Grenadiers there. Hank and Leroy already took a few shots there, too many. British troops flanking about there. 3rd rifle squad on the way. What could be next? Looks like he might be setting up for Lieutenant, I suppose. MG42 there arriving. 3rd Grenadier squad there for Chukonoku. Pretty standard so far. And there go dodging the MG42. Now the position here for the Grenadiers is a lot more perilous with a lot more shots going down. West flank here being secured by the Pioneers, with the rear center secure the right flank. German infantry falling back in the face of rather heavy pressure. And there goes Sheepe securing the building. That's going to make things more awkward and painful here for Chukonoku. Sending up the MG42 at the cut-off point. Grenadiers are forced to retreat down to 1 man. Nicht gut. Can he make it? Looks like it. Just barely. 3rd squad moving up there to cover the MG42 as the MG42 falls back here. Not going to allow us to do well there versus that particular angle where a lot of riflemen can shoot from the building. But certainly here already Chukonoku is encountering a rather hefty series of obstacles within a few minutes. And there we go. We do see a lieutenant is on the way. The platoon command has been activated. And the lieutenant alongside all of his friends have arrived. So now with the center secured by Sheepe, the question is what will he do with it? Seems to be sort of moving up to the left side there. Grenadiers are counter-attacking. He's not going to directly push into the village again. Volley fire going with the Grenadiers. The Grenadiers managed to make into cover, and the way the rear troops are now exposed, they might actually make things easier for the Grenadiers. No, while you do suppress them, the troop unit itself also becomes a bit easier. But it looks like in this case it did pay off. They managed to suppress the Grenadiers, but sadly they can't really do much with it except, keep them suppressed. Granatenwerfer here, good. Realise, of course, you're going to need some artillery to sort of make his way through the village. He's quick to invest into a Granatenwerfer. Ambulance on the way for Sheepe. Honey's in a bit of trouble. A large segment of American infantry. And then the rear echelon troops are forced away from the south there. And there we go. Nice hit there from the mortar. Leaving 2 men dead on the roof, I imagine. Another man dead. There we go. Sheepe will have to abandon the building. 3 kills all there for the Granatenwerfer. Good shooting.
Our supply line just got cut off.
Sheepe falling back to the cemetery. Leaving 1 unit there, while apparently the lieutenant's sneaking up here to sort of deal with the interlopers on the right flank. Could use the building there for a bit of fire, though, of course, at the same time he has to be a bit more careful now. The mortar's setting up there again. Granatenwerfer, that does create a bit more static position fire here for Sheepe and makes it more hazardous, since there's ever that chance that an 8cm mortar bomb goes through the roof.
Squad, get ready.
Lieutenant there sneaking up, might want to try and get a rush there on the mortar cleared out. He could research grenades to sort of further help that endeavour. We could not. I mean, that's ultimately his choice.
Gather round. I smell orders.
I'd like to make a nice company up here for Chukonoku.
All done over here.
And there go the Indian fortress in a bit of trouble, though managed to suppress the lieutenant and his friends. Might still go down. No, no. Oh, there we go. Good hit from the mortar. Stopping the lieutenant a bit further in his tracks. Might see a scout here from the right command. That could actually be a good thing, sort of roll out here against the counter situation of Sheepe. He would actually be very vulnerable to the scout camp, particularly if upgraded. It could do a lot of punishment to him. In particular, also because he's gone for Tier 2, that would require the air half-track, a bit more of an expensive measure to actually stop the scout car. So, I mean, it could work. And the anti-tank rifles would also be a bit sort of, well, grenades that way, a bit more to sort of deal with it. So just a thought there, though, of course, it is not necessarily the only option. It is just merely one out of many here for Chukonoku. One out of many. Shifting your forces again to the left flank for a bit of harassment. Medic bunker up there in the base. Very close to Veterans 1 for the mortar already. Whatever could Chukonoku be thinking here? No doctrine so far from either of them, by the way. No doctrine. Our American friend probably doesn't feel it necessary. I mean, optionally, he could go for Pathfinders, get some of them out. He could, well, get some more rifle or more veteran kind out if he so want. In fact, he's got manpower floating about there, so he shouldn't consider it. He could also go for this and maybe get some INR Pathfinders and some other bits there. Soon a Greyhound. He could definitely consider, though, laying down some fuel caches. I mean, there's not really that much reason to be floating that much manpower at this point in the game. I mean, if you're feeling confident in that regard, you know, use the manpower, you can also feel confident enough to actually build some caches that way and sort of, you know, build up a resource advantage, either munitions or fuel, sort of depending on where you might be going. I mean, airborne, for example, would be good for munitions, for example, so it would also just upgrading for a BAR or bazookas, that could be good for munitions. Recon support, yeah, either way, really. Rifle company, fuel, but munitions could also have some benefits there. I mean, ultimately, though, I mean, it really depends on sort of what plans, but nonetheless, I would not recommend that much manpower floatage, but again, there's probably a reason for it, we just don't quite know it, but I do have to wonder.
A capture point is under attack.
Orders.
We do have to wonder. There you go, the first light machine gun up here for Chukonoku. Mortar rounds going down. Oh, very close from the mortar. Point they're being secured. No, he's actually teched up. Never mind, he might be saving up for armor already. My mistake, though, still even then. I mean, he should at least then get some fuel caches. I mean, he's still got tons of manpower. I mean, not even, well, Jackson was shown going to suck up that much manpower. So I really do think at least some... Oh, there we go. We do get a steward on the way. Well, not a steward, a Scot on the way. He's now also got the option for going just airborne and paratroopers he wanted, and there you go. Airborne chosen. Could it be he was planning this? And there you go. Paratroopers on the way. Paratroopers on the way. And he's also going for a fuel cache. I mean, all of a sudden it seems like he was planning it, but was apparently having a bit of an issue sort of coordinating it all at the same time, or at least sort of earlier. I don't know. Either way, good to see some of their manpower's actually invested into something. For the precision, though, I would have preferred here the cut-off point. I mean, that's going to make things a bit harder to cut off. Whereas here it's easy to cut off, and that's where at least it's all denied. And, oh dear, Johnny. Johnny. You really didn't listen to the instruction, now did you? You probably hit a tree. Can't even find him. Oh dear. That's worse than first. Oh well, at least there's an ambulance to replace Johnny. With Johnny 2. Now with less beams. But there we go, Chukonoku sort of getting back on footing here, though the paratroopers here available from the one on the first might soon be able to put a bit of problem into him. Got some mortar fire going down there. Panzer Grenadier out here, by the way, for Chukonoku. Also a bit of floating manpower now. We're going in there versus the paratroopers. Sturmgewehrs versus M1 carbines. Fritz took one shot there. Grenades going off there. Didn't do much. And paratroopers rushed off there. Major setting up a point there by the ambulance, so not much along there. I mean, he could consider upgrading him. LMGs, of course, would be a good choice, but also considering the sort of current environments, the submachine guns are not a bad choice either, and particularly can use the tactical advance ability. I mean, it actually does quite a bit there in sort of closer quarters to sort of really wipe out a unit in quick succession. Second Panzer squad on the way, and close there to getting a half track, looks like he cancelled against it. He could also just go for the command bunker right there. Grenades up here. Rifle grenades flying either way, one with an explosive payload, the other one with a Marlboro payload. And there we go. Looks like Scott moving in there, opening up the Grenadiers. MG42 rushed off there, Grenadiers moving north as well. Looks like a lot of the Grenadiers, in fact, now being equipped with that machine guns. And we're seeing a second, yeah, there we go, the second Panzer squad there. Second Panzer really sort of pouring in its men, tagging up as well. Good. And of course, Sheepe is also getting more fuel. Scott rolling about there. One variant on this Stuart light tank. Some were just reconnaissance variants, and the Brits also. Maybe it was the Australians and New Zealanders, but that was made of the transport variant. A cooked grenade right there could be good, and there we go. Not well placed enough. But right there, I think a submachine guns would have been better, so I quickly charged in again, tactical advance. Oh well. There's also the option for another paratrooper squad later on. No commander yet, though, from Chukonoku. No commander yet, no choices there. Troops reinforcing, rebuilding, forces moving south. Mortars proving to be a bit of an issue there for Sheepe, certainly been doing a bit of good. Then there go Panzer moving to the lieutenant and gunning down his friends.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Jack also took a shot there. The Panzer goes a quick retreat in this case, not feeling confident for long engagement. There we go. Up north here, a attempt by the Grenadiers to harass encounters a much larger rifle force, and it results in a quick retreat. This got moving in as well. Sort of a bit of action here on the flanks, while it seems like most of the efforts are on the right side, though. In fact, we might have a push here for the fuel point. Cheeky. Paratroopers engaged by the Panzer Grenadiers again, but this time with more firearms. Ooh, that was quick. Scott firing away as well. Nothing good for the Panzer Grenadiers. Half the unit all right down. Ow! Getting Panzer Shreks. Not bad, but perhaps not well timed. Mortar round going down there. Oh dear. Not good there for Chukonoku. Let's hope he can overcome this. Fuel point there secured. Lighter skirmish there. Floating manpower again. Again, you know, he could consider then another fuel cache if he wanted, or a munitions cache. Since he's gone airborne now, that could certainly translate to more strafing runs, for example, with the rockets, or just more upgrades for the men, or more paratroopers with light machine guns or Thompsons. Oh, looks like the mortar there got a complete wipe. Veterans U2 as well, yeah. But there we go, 2 fuel points now under the control here of the Wehrmacht of the 2nd Panzer Division. Wunderbar. Pack 40 on the way.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
And there you go, Pack 40 on the way here for Chukonoku.
Out of contact.
Looks like the Pioneers in for a bit of a rough experience there. And there you go, another paratrooper squad here. Seems like, you know, he doesn't really have much luck landing his paratroopers. I mean, he could consider getting some Pathfinders and laying down a beacon, which allows a much safer drop zone, by the way.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
But looks like Laurel went down there. Right next to the cemetery, though. So, I mean, it wasn't an entirely bad drop. I mean, if you consider it that way. I mean, they don't have to carry him far. At the very least. Well, it can occasionally be a better move to sort of, you just need to sort of quickly get a lot of troops moving at the same time, you just move them from some point, so at least if you get into an engagement, you don't have to worry about them just walking into the enemy. Of course, you have to be careful about it for sort of further continued maneuvers. There you go, larger assault force moving up the left flank, light machine guns and panther strikes in case armour moves in. No sign of armour though from Sheepe, no Shermans, which could be a good move. Panthers engaging the riflemen here. And riflemen cut down. Ooh, Scott getting close there. Panthers decided were not there to support them. Probably should have kept them over there. Taking up as well from Chukonoku here, going for a support armor corps himself. But I mean, again, considering how far ahead Sheepe was certainly teching-wise, I mean, it's a bit interesting he has not gone getting any further armor on the field. And in fact, could soon be equal in armor with Chukonoku. Oh, 9! The Panzer Grenadiers there took, but I think, run over by the Scot, get off one rocket in the end, but have to retreat rather rapidly. Scheiße. That was definitely not the usual kind of thing you see there. Panzerkampfwagen on the way, though. Run, Günther! Run! As the evil Scot pursues. Careful there, careful there. Could be a good shot target there for the Granatgewehr for Veteran T2. With his high rate of fire and its high accuracy. And a building collapse to its name as well. Looks like you got two paratroop squads with the Browning light machine guns. No Thompson submachine guns though. There you go, the Panzer IV has arrived. Looks like arm of his own. Finally. And he's also regaining the map here. Good, good. Paratroops here though, running into quite the opposition. Pioneers and an MU-42. The smoke grenade here is needed, and there we go. The Lieutenant heroically pops one. Paratroops to get suppressed and suffer some loss before that, and the Panzer IV charge in as well. And the infantry will be quite unguarded versus the might of the Panzerkampfwagen Fear. Except for the smoke. Scheiße, Heinz! I can't see anything! All I smell is American cigarettes. Panzer IV rolling forwards there. Rifleman holding up. They need to be careful right in front of the Panzer IV. Particularly with the Pentaman machine gun up. There we go. Anti-tank rifle failed to penetrate the 80mm of armor. And what's coming up there? 8 M36 Jackson tank destroyer. Rolling hit rapidly. Panzer IV taking a hit there from the 90mm gun. All you down there to, well, half health in fact. Good lord. And there we go. Looks like a combo of something else. Knocked it out there. Maybe an anti-tank rifle grenade combined with another shot there from the Jackson. Certainly seems like it because he got a vehicle killed. So there we go. A quick loss there for the 2nd Panzer Division. It's Panzerkampfwagen kaputt. Quick grenade there. And rather than there could be in trouble, the Panzer was there opening up on the retreat. And he's actually gone for Festung armor. Festung armor, that is rarely seen. Though generally, I mean, technically armor wasn't really used in sort of defensive formation, particularly not in sort of a Festung position. Just a quick note there, to those wondering. Though the Germans did sort of specific fortress units that were generally sort of composed of, well, 3rd to 4th rate infantry with a lot of machine guns and the likes to sort of hold positions like that. So, quick note there. But they did have fortress units, Festung, Abteilung and the likes. So that's going down there. Veteran 3 for the Granatenwerfer. Over here, 2 Sheepe again. Befehlspanzer on the way to sort of quickly clear up the infantry, at least provide some kind of armoured backbone, as opposed to also absorb some of the damage through its command aura. Nice hit there from the Granatenwerfer, and there we go. All the troops here now suddenly a lot harder to kill here for Sheepe. As the German commander reminds the infantry that they're shooting American bullets, which are of course inferior to German munitions. And there you go, Jackson getting ambushed there by the Panzerschrecks. 2 rockets there going in there, almost knocking out. Scott also vulnerable.
A capture point is being overrun.
If they could actually hit though, they can't. Nonetheless, it's forced the Jackson away, leaving the Panzer for a bit more manoeuvring room here to sort of push forwards and clear out further infantry. There you go, another shot. Ah, you missed.
Alright, fellas. Final checks.
And a lot of infantry there, Clement. We do have an anti-tank gun. Scott there coming down to farm. You know, the Panzer fought rounded the corner and just shot 1 shot. They probably could have gotten a lot of kills in. But pulls back here. A bit worried, a bit paranoid maybe. Chukonoku though is back on the field once more. Troops reinforcing, rebuilding, getting back on the field. He could consider command bunker. Oh, he might be finding the mortar and all the clamped up troops. That's good, in fact, getting quite a few there. Nice shooting fits. With the 2nd Scott on the way here for Sheepe, he seems a bit reluctant to use Shermans. And seems just sort of rely on the outliers that are sort of more effective versus infantry or more effective versus armour. But neither of which are really tanks can sort of push for an assault if it comes down to it. They can support an assault easily but not push it. There we go, Lieutenant getting plastered there with high explosive fire.
7 air support now available.
Lieutenant there almost dead. Anti-tank moving forward to Jackson also covering from here. That's going to make the Panzer IV a lot more difficult to maneuver around this area. Basically turning into an armoured kill zone. Even the Panzer IV went in the defensive territory where it could sort of take some of the damage off. I mean, still going to suffer quite a bit there from these 2 weapons. Things seem to slow down a bit here. Chukonoku's counter advance has stalled.
M8A1 is on the field.
And there you go, the 2nd Scott pulls up for Sheepe. Paratroopers advancing. Successfully. Somewhat. Still a nice mix of infantry here for Sheepe at the moment. He could consider getting some upgrades for the riflemen. Some BARs were doing good. Or bazookas. The options are there, the options are there.
Take an enemy fire!
And that's mortars doing quite well. Interesting enough, there doesn't seem to be a lot of barraging going on there from Sheepe, though to a certain extent there is some. Counter-attack in into the village centre. We are seeing here the German infantry getting caught on several sides here. Nice flanking manoeuvre there from Sheepe. Catching the infantry in a vicious crossfire. Though the German mortar is laying down murderous right into the cemetery, threatening to inter numerous American servicemen there. In fact, Panzers creep up onto the village. Caught it. There we go! Bandgrenade, geballte Ladung als airborne. Getting the entire unit! Good throwing, Peter! Good throwing right there. And there goes Scott still counter-bombarding, shooting into the advancing infantry. Getting some kills. Trying to get the mortar there, but not quite succeeding.
Those are crowd mortars!
But we are noting here that once more Chukonoku is beginning to lose ground, and it is time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation here, we are noting that Sheepe has been forced to sort of reposition his, well, forward command post here with the Major and the ambulance, just slightly further away from everything. He's constantly within the range here of the Betson C3 Grenadier, now with 30 kills on it. He's also lost this part to this. He's still got some artillery capabilities here, but at the same time he's not quite getting as much out as we'd like to. The way that Chukonoku pushes his advances seems to be working reasonably well, plus of course the Panzer IV nearby can also limit the damage from it. At the same time they're still controlling the flanks quite nicely. In fact he's about to harass here, so that's good. So I mean it's not all bad there. He should consider getting some more armor out of Sherman, would sort of help with some high explosive rounds to Jackson supporting it, and the Scots sort of, you know, either laying down smoke screens or just bombarding potential threats, and then either if it's smoke the Sherman can then move behind and clear it out, or, you know, they could just clear out any stragglers. I mean, that could, for example, be one way of doing it. But you should keep up more pressure on the flanks as well, sort of trying to keep Chukonoku contained, and maybe also try to sort of force them to sort of rush out to either point and maybe make some mistakes that way. That would definitely be a considerable option there for Sheepe. You could, of course, also save up some rocket stripes and that way apply some more serious pressure from above. Another option would, of course, research some upgrades to that way, you know, allow his riflemen, for example, to become better and stronger. But otherwise, you should try and keep up the pressure, use the Scots in conjunction, bombarding the same targets. There's a high chance of actually hitting it, instead of sort of, you know, firing on different targets. Just concentrate fire from the Scots onto the same target and hope to sort of, you know, crushing it, or at least leaving it, you know, vulnerable. In particular, the pack would be a good move there, since then again a Sherman could break through, supported by Jackson and Scots further. So that's a thought there for Chukonoku. He's got more infantry. He's got a mix there with the light machine guns, Panzerschrecks, and just assault rifles, mortars, and all that. I mean, he's always got a sort of nice composition in terms of infantry. Armor-wise, things are not looking so good, but he's getting a Panzer IV on the way, so that's good. That's good. What he does need is sort of, you know, try to attack from here as well. He needs to sort of try and stop just coming way through here, because it's a choke point and that makes him easy to contain. You should also try to sort of regain this, maybe set up some defences here around here, sort of make it harder for Sheepe to harass. But really, I think a major effort needs to come down through here. Panzer supported by some infantry, or just Panzerschrecks, Panzer guns with some other bits they're pushing through here, could sort of draw away Sheepe from here and again force him to extend and again have some chance of quickly catching a few vital units off guard and wipe them out, like for example the Scots or the Jackson. That's really what Chukonoku should be aiming for. He could also later on maybe consider moving a Pack 43 so to make armoured counterattacks a lot more painful and difficult. There's not really much use for hold on at the moment though, but back to Sheepe and back to the fight, dear viewers. There we go, nice hit on the Grenadier though.
Ready, go ahead!
Quelling the armoured artillery there, and there we go, the Panzerkampfwagen moving in, the Befehlspanzerwagen. And it was not too uncommon to see older model of tanks being used as command tanks in some cases. Could be different things there. It's a little fun fact.
We lost an infantry
Though
unit.
just a slightly
They
sort
got
of
wiped
other
out.
more combat ready tank could of course also be used for it.
Square away your stations. Lock down the shells.
Well, there you go, another Panzer IV on the way here for Chukonoku. Panzer going to be rushed off the field.
They just kicked us up an A! All right, fellas. Final checks. You got a rifle squad. Wait for orders.
Not looking good there. Scott's not really doing much. Oh, there we go. Shots being fired.
Send your mission.
Jackson moving in as well. And rifleman flanking in. Good. Good. He should try and get off a Grenadiers. They're trying to take heavy loss. The Scots are just plastering them with high explosive rounds. And there we go. Force on board to vacate the village. Jackson moving up here, trying to flank around, maybe catch some armor. Pack 40 moving to set up to deal with that. Panzer IV bring to it, counter-attacking. Other Panzer IV moving in as well. And we're seeing a rocket strike trying to catch all the Germans here on the main artillery road. In fact, there's sort of a cluster of units here. The rockets can actually catch a lot of units either, causing further damage and harm here to Chukonoku. Jackson moving in here, needs to get away, needs to get away though. Gets a nice hit there though, and there goes second rocket strike. Getting bumps and put downs here on the Panzer IV. Can he get off another hit? Pack 40 needs to turn around, Grenadiers moving in, Pack 40 turning as well. Looks like he needs to get out of there, and note by the way, he's obviously go to armor piercing rounds, which is maybe not so necessary on the Jackson. Not at least not versus Panzer IVs. There we go, another rocket strike there on the tank. But managed to almost leave there.
The Krauts are at 200 points.
Still, now safe. Now safe. As the circle there ends there, they probably target onto it right before it exited the roaming area, which can usually be seen by a small flashing line here at its edges. It can sometimes be a bit hard to see, but basically it's sort of, you keep your tanks out of that area. I mean, they won't get shot on. So a little thing there to keep in mind. Though of course if they are first spotted within it and then move out of it, the planes will generally try to sort of hunt it down and knock it out first. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. He's finally getting a Sherman tank, by the way. And he's also, now here, Chukonoku's actually moving over to the left side now. Also good. Waiting for the United States Air Force to get out of there. Bit dangerous to move the Scot around on its own like that when they are panzer guns with Panzer strikes about. Assault here. Encountering some resistance here. The Patriot. Oh, nice rifle grenade there. Couldn't in fact get them. Couldn't in fact get them. They're low on health. They're low on health. Mortar round could also do the trick here. Down to one man. Get out of there. But never mind.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Panzer goes there. Oh no.
Krauts have cut our supply
Caught there
line.
between two
Frontline
Scots.
units are being hung out to dry.
Not looking good there for Sheepe. Panzer goes there, took a nice hit. And there, get armoured counter-attack going through the centre. Jackson is covering here, but too occupied with the Panzer Grenadiers and actually catching poor Friedrich. Nice Panzer Faust there, though, taking advantage of its preoccupation with the Panzer Grenadiers. Actually, right here, the Panzer Force could actually maybe drive in and knock it out. It's low on health, and it's got a damaged engine. That would definitely be a good opportunity. No, instead we're seeing a Pak 43 out here. Schwere Panzerabwehrkanone.
A capture point is under attack.
And Rifleman then encountering some serious obstacles as well. In fact, oh dear, he hit retreat too soon, did not vault over the cover. He might go down here to the Grenadiers. Or the Panzer IV.
We're losing a capture point.
And if they can hit, which, oh there we go.
We lost an infantry unit.
Unless there's a Pak 43 ready now, we also got the Sherman out here.
Square away your stations. Lock down the shell. Ready.
Pound, he's using the crew to take a point there. Another paratrooper unit called in.
Objective secure.
Forces continue to reinforce. Bit of quiet there on both sides, probably going to Chukonoku again. And looks like someone, well, all of them made it down this time around. Yay. Victory point's a bit dangerous there for Chukonoku, but beyond that, not too bad, not too bad. So another question is how will Sheepe once more force him out? He's holding back his Scots, he's not moving up to support, but again, he probably saw the Pak 45th arrive in between. Of course, now he's unsure where he can place him sort of safely without taking an 88mm high velocity round through the chassis. Panthers doing what they can as well, veterans you too. Lots of shot flowing after them. An attempt to extinguish their lives. We could be going for a no. It couldn't be because he doesn't have the command points for it. Getting into the church by the looks of it. We go after that Scot. Whoa! That took it down to half health. Might want to get quickly out of there, Panzer Grenadier. Ah, Scheiße! An entire veteran Panzer Grenadier unit and valuable Panzer 6 were wiped out. devastating. Veteran 2 for the Scot too. Making that more lethal.
Ready for orders. Ready. Einsatzbereit.
Chukonoku not really interested in sort of breaking out at the moment.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. Incoming!
There you go. Panther 4 under fire from the Jackson, though the Jackson took one hit back there. Veteran 1 already there for the Pack 43. Smoke screen there down. Of course, you could also use the Scots to lay down one, or the Shermans. Sherman flanking up Pack 40 up north here. Grenades going off as well. Close there, close there. Panther also looking in the right. Need to get out of there. Ah! Sheepe here is playing a rather close game, and he's losing men because of it. He needs to be more careful there. 4-6. At the same time, I'm engaged down here between paratroopers and grenadiers. Results very close to the end of its victory for the paratroopers, although just barely, with heavy casualties to them as well. Cell shotgun down there, Panther 4 command tank. Jackson coming under fire from the Pack 40. Veterans too. Oh, he churned it. He churned it. Trying to get the Sherman out. Just within range. Shot bounced there, or missed. Close there in the rear. But Veteran is in fact very close to Veteran here for the Pack 40. Increasingly Veteran anti-tank and crew raids cause problems. There we go, fuel point up north being secured as well. Sheepe has almost got the entire map except for the centre and right hand victory points. Oh! I think he got the crew there. Oh! Accidental retreat by the looks of it. Accidental retreat, leaving the Sherman on its own. And oh, he just wrecked it. Looks like he wasn't taking any chances. I mean, you can do that.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Panzer 4, ready.
But a second Panther was arrived after the loss of those Panther Grenadiers. The heroic sacrifice inside the church.
They're shooting at us.
Paratroopers run off. Telemine covering in case of a flank on here. That's good, that's good. By the way. It looks like he might actually be now launching a larger assault here. He's moving some forces down the left flank to draw attention there, in which case afterwards he could push up the centre. That would be nicely done there if he actually did that. And could cause a bit of problem there for Sheepe, if properly executed. Though he rather seems to have quickly lost his nerves. Lots of manpower there, or munitions I mean, actually floated here for Mr. Sheepe. And fuel too, I mean he's got tons of resources except for manpower doing nothing. You should definitely consider upgrading some of his paratroopers with more weapons, some machine guns again, or the rounding up machine guns. Paratroopers in fact close to getting wiped out by the machine gun fire and mortar fire. The MG-42 very close to eventually seeing, of course, the mortar with 32 kills. Major moving in. There'll be another paratrooper strike gun now. Airborne strike. More smoke. Looks like the Scots are ready to bombard the MG-42 and they can't quite seem to hit though. Jackson moving in, and there we go, airstrike again. This time though much more central on the village. The lieutenant got knocked out by the way. Oh, losses inflicted amongst the troops running around between the panzers. Dangerous work there. Dangerous work there. Looks like it stopped after that. No more rocket strikes. Pack 43 getting repaired. And the problem there with the purloined VAR from the Lieutenant squad. Scots continuing to blast away. The US Air Force on parade there. Oh dear, Pack 43 there in trouble. Could be cleared out, could be cleared out. Oh, we see the command tank moving in. And there we go, breaking off on attack run. Oh, seems like they're just breaking off regularly. Oh, are they? Oh, are they? No, there we go. Right next to the Pack 43, the command tank moves in. Paratroopers need to go where they're trying to get off of demo charge. There we go. Pack 43 knocked out there by the P-47s. Bit of a close save there, but that opens up the village for Sheepe in the north, though. Panzers are making off for the western victory point for Germany. Looks like there might be another run there, or maybe not. Go! Panzer 4. And command tank. Luckily, not a lot of damage happened there otherwise, because that could have caught up the MD-42 there by the veterans who flee. At the same time, though, Panzer 4 taking up here the left flank and engaging both Scots. Nicely down there, the Scots are vulnerable. Panzer fast off one. Damage engine there, Panzer 4. There you go. Scott down, Scott down. Other one looks like we'll be making it. Jackson moving in. Now it's the time to counterattack with the other Panzers if they're in a decent condition to do so. Counterattacking into the village centre. Paratroopers are holding up. Sadly, no upgrades for them. Oh dear, I think that was a misclick. Grenade on the Grenadiers! Wipes them out! Damn close there. Looks like the Grenadiers might have it here. Then again, they are quickly joining up. They go eventually 2 for the paratroopers. And they're going in retreat, though they just managed to get the Grenadiers down to 1 man. Things are swiftly shifting hands here. Losses, though, beginning to pile up for Sheepe as well. He's losing terrain once more. He's sadly not really cutting any more tanks despite his best efforts. In fact, he's lost a Scot. Back to Sheepe with the 2nd Jackson on the way. Quick Gebaldeladung. Get the job there. With the Scot compelled to retreat from the Panzer Grenadiers. Meanwhile, the centre though sees another Pack 43 here.
Tank destroyer is ready for orders.
Chukonoku seemingly finding good hope in another Pack 43 here.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Nice rifle grenade again. Command tank, by the way, closing in on veteran to 2. Increased lethality and survivability. And there we go, Schürzen are up. The Vietnam troops are not having their best of days there. In fact, might be their end of their days. There we go.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being
A glorious victory for Germany.
Armor ready.
Jackson, though, is surprisingly close to his veteran 3, which would definitely cause some harm there to the German armour. But of course, the Pack 43 is still going to prove quite the obstacle.
A capture point is being overrun.
This massive anti-tank gun.
Ready. Looks like
Building, reinforcing forces. Fight is losing further tempo. Noting, by the way, Sheepe still got a slight victory point, but things have been dropping out against him. Interesting enough, Sheepe never really seemed to consider launching a flank attack up here against the anti-tank and other things there. Though of course by now it might be too late. He's still got a ton of fuel here floating about, which rather begs the question, maybe it was a munitions cache, not a fuel cache he was looking for. Another smoke rock grenade there though. He's making good use of them. But he's having a bit of trouble getting further out of them as his men come to get plastered there with heavy fire from the German positions of Chukonoku. You might also want to consider prioritised vehicles here on the Jackson. I've got another infantry fuel there. Scott missed there, and right in front of the Pack 43, which misses. Oh, he's actually not even pointing quite in the right direction. Fortunately there for Sheepe. And looks like the railway artillery is firing in support of the Reich. There we go, one of those right there collapsing on one nearby building. More shots. Airborne need to get out of the Panther 4 command tank moving in as well. And I do believe we're seeing continue outfit guys on the MD-42. Scott raining down there upon the Panther 4. There you go, very close, actually very close. Units wiped out. Casualties are increasing. And there you go, Veteran 3 on the Jackson. Panther 4 popping smoke. They might be able to get it though. Firing attack around there. Close, but not quite. Shattering a tree. Command tank nearby setting up there, further increasing the damage inflicted. Damn close there, damn close there. And there you go, Veteran 3 for the Scott. We got a Pack 40 setting up there. That's bad news. We also got the Pack 43 setting up. And there we go, Jackson gone in one volley. No survivors, meine Herren. And he's actually sending the Jackson into the village. He's even popping armor piercing rounds. So I think that's overkill versus Panther 4s. And there we go. Did not last long there before the Pack 43 took it out. It's paper thin armor crumpling. At least comparatively paper thin versus an 88mm high velocity gun. And there you go, GG from Sheepe. A loss to the United States. A victory here for the Wehrmacht under Chukonoku and Verfestung armor. An interesting fight here. A nice defense there executed by Chukonoku. Good use of the Pack 43 and the Befehls Panzer. Some nice action here and there. Some good flanking up here. Though at the same time, I would like to see some larger assaults up that way. But that is that. Sheepe also sort of did alright early on. But to a certain extent, the mid-game, there were some problems there. Again, he flowed a lot of resources all of a sudden. And the question is, really, did he want fuel, or what munitions he really needed? As a certain extent, you know, he ended up floating a ton of fuel, which rather begs the question, maybe he didn't need that fuel cache. Also, I think he went too many Scots and Jacksons right away when he probably should have gone for Shermans, and that way sort of maybe pushed forwards a bit easier. So in that regard, he was a bit too passive, and also he just resorted to assaults up here, instead of, again, maybe trying to sneak up here and attack him that way, or just attacking the base head-on, destroying some defenders up there. I mean, in that regard, there were some problems there with Sheepe's later game strategy and tactics. They sort of lost a lot of tempo, a loss of initiative, and overall it made things a lot easier for Chukonoku to defend on, in particular because he could just, you know, point all the guns in one particular direction and not have to worry about anything else. I mean, the Patriots were nice again. Some of them might have benefited from a bit mix of submachine guns and light machine guns, so that was a bit unfortunate there for Sheepe as well. But overall, interesting fight there. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers and thank you all for watching. Bye.